Okay.
Hey, welcome back. Alright, as you can see, what I did was I took some flour, added it to the oil and all the little goodies that was at the bottom of the pan. And so now I'm just going to add a little water to it. And yeah, it's going to steam up. So be careful. And you want to make sure when you're doing this, you want to stir that flour and that oil together to get all the lumps out and everything. Now, my grandmother and them, what they would do is, oops, and I'm making a mess. Make sure you clean your mess as you go. My grandmother and them, what they would do is they would sift the flour before doing it, before putting it in to the oil. Now you see, as I put the water in, that flour and everything starting to thicken up pretty good. I'm gonna add just a little bit more water to it and everything. Should have had that ready already, apologize. But yeah, but this is the goodness here. And you want to, your smothered gravy might be different from mine. So you can make it as loose or as tight as you want it. I like mine in between because, you know, as it sits and everything, it's going to tighten up some more. So we're stirring this up and it looks good. And again, I'm going to bring the chicken, I'm going to turn it down, reduce it a little bit because it's up a little high. When you're making the gravy, you want to reduce the heat because remember, the container that you're cooking in is already hot. So you don't have to go, you know, extremely on high heat anymore. You can turn that down. And I like to cook my chicken on medium to high heat and everything because I want that chicken to get that tough skin, you know, not tough skin, excuse me, but that tight crunch on that outer skin. And as you can see, this gravy is starting to look good. Now, because I have a big family, this is a lot. So for you at home that might not have such a big family, you can always cut this back. And again, it's basically up to sight. I would start out with a half a cup of flour and go and build from there. But you know, if you're cooking for a lot of people, then you can go with a lot more. And then you can always save this if you want to. You can freeze this and have it for later, the stock and everything. So, as you can see, it's looking pretty good. I got my rice cooking. Later on, we'll probably steam some vegetables to go with this and everything. But the gravy looks tight. So I'm gonna just give it a quick little perfect. Really doesn't have a real taste to it. I'm gonna throw in a little salt. And again, this is to taste. Throw in a little pepper. And that's it. Once I add the chicken back into it and the flavors merge, then we're gonna have something spectacular. And again, the longer you cook the flour and the oil in the pan and just swirl it around, the darker it gets and everything, because some people like a darker gravy and others they don't. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the chicken and place it back in to the gravy. And then what we're going to do is let that, oh man, that looks good. I wish I had center vision where you could smell the way the kitchen smells. The kitchen smells great. I'll go over here and wash my hands real quick because I have my hands on chicken. I always want to make sure anytime you're dealing with chicken that you wash your hands. I'm still making a mess. So, I got my chicken in the gravy. That looks good. Now I'm gonna let that sit again for about 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes. And that's gonna sit on low. I'm gonna just go and cut that down on low. The rice is finishing up and everything, and there it is, smothered chicken. This is one of the quick, simple comfort foods. And again, you can use drumsticks, thighs, wings, breast. But if you're cooking the breast, always remember the breasts cook fast and they'll dry out. So you don't want to make sure that you, if you're going to do it, have all your components ready to go, because you don't want those breasts to dry out, because once they dry out, you can't get that back, and then it'll have a different taste for you. Because most people want those juicy, plump breasts and everything. So make sure that you put them in right away into your gravy mix and everything. So again, simple comfort food. Add rice, mashed potatoes, rice. You can go with sweet potatoes, broccoli, green beans, mixed vegetables, whatever you want to do to add to it. Make some dinner rolls, cornbread, eat it by itself, however you want to do it. What I'm going to do is, while it's resting here, I'm going to grab a little bowl here. Take a little bit out because this is still hot, so I want to be careful. That is hot. Let me grab a spoon. Yes, chicken is done all the way through. Perfect. Got the right texture, balance, the seasoning and flavor. Perfect. Hey man, thanks for coming to my kitchen. Again, this is Chef Chris, Smothered Chicken. Hey, God bless. Take care.